You're watching Fugitive Red-Eye, and welcome to yet another episode of Anime Encyclopedia. It's been a minute, hasn't it? Haven't pulled this little thing out for quite a few months. And also the Encyclopedia. But today we'll be doing Elfen Lied, which is one of my all-time favorites. It's currently my second or third favorite anime, depending on how you look at it. It's my first when you talk about standalone anime. So it's my favorite anime, my first being Devilman, but as a whole, again, there's not a single Devilman series that I feel stands above Elfen Lied as far as anime goes. Manga, that's a whole other story. If you've been paying attention to the way I've done the Anime Encyclopedia, I've been going in order of my top 10 for at least what's in here. Because this is a 2007 edition. Interestingly, Death Note's not in here. I thought Death Note was out before then, but they don't have that. They've had so many things that I'm surprised they don't have Death Note. But let's hear what they have to say about Elfen Lied, and if there's any inaccuracies, I will, of course, answer to the best of my ability. Elfen Lied, 2004, aka Elfen Song. TV series, video. Director, Mamoru Kanbei. Screenwriter, Takao Yoshiaka. DES, I don't know what that stands for. Seiji Kishimoto. ANI, Seiji Kishimoto. Again, I don't know what a lot of these abbreviations are. Music by Kayo Konishi. Mocha. Yuki Kondu. Produced by Genko, VAP, ARMS, and ATX. 25 minutes times 13 episodes. TV, 30 minutes. Video. So there is a TV edit, apparently. I don't know how you could possibly make a TV edit to this series. Because I know that when they were thinking of localizing it here for the US, they're like, there's no way we can show this on TV without just absolutely butchering it. Because Elfen Lied is filled to the top with nudity and violence and gore. Like, there's no way in hell it could air on a standard TV block, or even most cable blocks, just because of the sheer amount of nudity, and there's no way you could really censor that out just because of how integral it is to the series. The Diclonius mutants look like normal humans, but are prophesied to be chosen by God to destroy mankind. Despite no actual proof of this, the authorities decide to lock them up and experiment on them just to be on the safe side. That's not entirely accurate. Diclonius kill like a fuck ton of people. Like, they kill a lot of people, so I don't know what they're talking about saying that there's no evidence. There's plenty of fucking evidence that these things are murderous. Like, granted, it's really Lucy that's, like, supposed to, like, destroy mankind, and I guess there's not really evidence that that's, like, her endgame, that she's, like, the next step in human evolution or something. But, Diclonius are killers. They usually kill their parents by the age of 3, so I don't know what they mean by no evidence. Until the inevitable day when a laboratory accident frees a Diclonius called Lucy. Her escape bid results in the deaths of 20 guards, but a head wound causes her to lose her memory. By the time she is found washed up on a Kamikura beach by teens Koda and Yuka, the only word she can say is Niu. And this is what they call her. So far, pretty accurate. The two kindly Japanese are initially unaware that Lucy has invisible psychic arms that can destroy anything in a 2-meter radius. The only thing that is notably different about her is the 2 little horns that resemble Chobits attachments or cat ears. Interesting Chobits reference in the description of Elfen Lied. I don't think those series have anything in common, so I don't know that they'd necessarily have the same audience, but okay. As one might expect with a show that could be described as maho-romantic. Another weird one! Why would they bring in, like, maho-romantic automatic maiden into this? That's so different. I only know that because that bargain bin anime thing that we used to do on Mystery Red Eye Theater with Jacob and Kyler and me. That's the only reason I know anything about that. That's weird. There's a lot of weird comparisons in here. They don't usually do all these comparisons. They could be described as maho-romantic with mutants. The government soon dispatches a SWAT team to deal with the escaped life form, causing Lucy to periodically lapse into berserk fits of Genocyber-like rage. See what I mean? There's so many fucking references in here. They don't use... I mean, Genocyber, that fits. I think most people who watch Genocyber also watched Elfen Lied. Like, I think there's a little bit of overlap in audience there, because they're both really fucking over-the-top violent and show little kids dying. A 2005 video sequel appears on the 7th Japanese DVD and is widely considered as the 14th episode. It's not really a sequel. It takes place between episodes 10 and 11, at least with the beginning, and then it flashes back to before the events of the series. So I think it's a little inaccurate to call it a sequel. It's an OVA, but not really a sequel. It focuses around a flashback to Lucy's past and a domestic chore for one of the team. Based on Lin Okamoto's manga in Young Jump Weekly, billed as an action-comedy romance, although there was never all that much comedy in Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, or indeed Guantanamo Bay? I think you're being a little extreme here. Elfen Lied's not that graphic. I mean, it's graphic, don't get me wrong, but it's not that graphic. And there's plenty of comedy in it. I don't know what you're talking about. Like when Bondo kicks that chick and he's like, "Never sneak up behind me, stupid bitch."
Just go out and cap her, huh?
Mr. Bondo?
Never sneak up behind me, stupid bitch.
That was funny. There's other comedic moments too, but okay. The anime also makes several links to German themes, most notably in an opening sequence that refers to the artwork of Gustav Klimt and allusions to Edward Munch's 19th century poem Elfen Lied. Again, that's where it gets its title, and that connection actually isn't in the anime, but they actually do go over it in the manga. Elfen Lied is nonetheless an intriguing update of old anime themes in the bipolar behaviors of Neo/Lucy. We have an action movie variant on the dichotomy found in the transforming magical girl sagas like Marvelous Melmo or indeed Lolita anime. Okay, so yeah, that's weird. That one had the most fucking references and comparisons out of all the ones I've done, as far as I can remember. I don't remember them all making all these callbacks and references to other series, especially spanning such drastically different genres like Maho Romantic and Chobits. I don't really see the connection, but then you throw in Genocyber, I'm like, okay, that one I get. But yeah, that's an interesting entry. Couple of small inaccuracies, but for the most part it was pretty accurate, which tends to be the case with this thing. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed. This has been Fugitive Red Eye. Have a good one. Toodles.
That sucked. I'm sure glad that's over with.
You fucking Mackay are all the same. One little sniff of pussy and you lose it.